The squad must be buzzing after last Friday's performance in the local derby. Was that your best performance this season in terms of controlling and executing the game plan, from 90 minutes?
I think, yeah, I do. I think it was a good performance. It's probably the best we've been collectively for 90 minutes. We've had spells in games where we've been very good previously, first half, second half, and I just thought the performance for maybe the majority of 90 minutes was very good last week, and we got a good 3-1 win. Yeah,
and we spoke before about the spread of goals. Tell me that. Very pleased. We just talked to Sean there. Barry Coffey's 2 goals as well. That's impressive. With the amount of goals coming from different areas this season. That's what you want, obviously.
Yeah, I spoke in pre-season about it, not being heavily reliant on one source for the goals. Listen, when you have defenders chipping in from set pieces, obviously it's an addition, but you need your midfielders as well, popping up with goals, and it's not just any old goals, they're scoring important ones as well. And then listen, we've goals from wide areas, and we've a couple up front as well that are able to get goals as well. So and listen, we're very close now to having Malik and Jack back, so that's another 2 players that can chip in that side of things as well.
Yeah, and 15 games unbeaten now. Obviously there's huge confidence in the group that you can extend that on Friday.
Again, it's another tough away game. We spoke quite a lot about the balance of home and away games in the second round of games, and I think it's our sixth away game now in the second 9. So we play obviously 3 at home next week, and then we finish the second round of games away at Athlone, which will be 7 away and 2 at home in the second round of games. And we've been really happy with the points return for the away games we've had so far. And listen, again, it's another really tough one against Bray, who up until last week, really, last couple of games were on a very good run.
Yeah, you beat them 2-0 already at home. How would you compare them, would say, against UCD and Wexford? So where do Bray stand, do you think?
Listen, again, they're right up there. There's, as I said to you, there is no games in the league where it's you go out on the pitch and it's a given. You just go and get the victories. You see that with the points that Kerry have already accumulated this season. I think it's probably more than what they had last year already. And Longford are now starting to pick up points as well, with a few good wins. So yeah, it's tough away from home any game, and Bray is certainly going to be another tough one on Friday.
Yeah, and they've picked up, as you said, there's some impressive results themselves this season. I think they lost twice at home narrowly, UCD and Wexford, so obviously they're tough in their own patch.
Yeah, they are, and again, there wasn't a lot in the game when we played them at our place. I know it was 2-0, but we got 2 early goals and we probably coasted home a little bit in that game. And listen, we're going to need another good start again, and we're hoping that if we can get ahead in the game, we want to try and be more like Cove last week as opposed to Wexford the week before, where on Bank Holiday Monday we probably got ahead in the game and didn't push on as much as we wanted to. So yeah, there's areas that we can improve on, and that's certainly an area we've been looking at, that if we get ahead in the game, we've got to try and be as dangerous and push for the second and third goal in the game.
Yeah, and you've only been behind, I think, of 1 match all season, Tim, so you have started well. When you go ahead, you've proven very hard to peg back. Yeah,
and again, there's an element to that we're very good defensively, but I think probably in the last 3-4 games, game management's been a lot better as well. We're using the ball a bit better, and I think there's probably no coincidence that we're coming into it now where the pitches are in good condition, and we did speak about that earlier on in the year, where I think when pitches settle down, you get better weather. I think you'll probably see the best out of a lot of our players, and again, as I said, the opposition teams as well will be wanting good pitches as well, so it probably makes for a better spectacle altogether.
Yeah, and just the last one for me, they'll obviously be right up for it, because they're battling for a top 5, and taking every point they can get, so obviously we don't know what to expect.
Yeah, again, just on paper they have an excellent squad as well, a lot of good players, so I know Reiner's probably be disappointed with the last couple of games, the results, but they were on a good run where they won 4 in a row, and it's a pretty hard thing to do, is go and get 4 wins in any league consecutively. So again, it's in their patch. I'm sure they're confident going into it as well, and it's definitely a game I think I'm looking forward to loads.
Good luck Friday, sir.
Cheers, thanks.
Tim, you've spoken about the kind of pitches settling down, and with the weather getting a bit better, you'll be able to see better football. And two players I suppose we've seen the best of in the last couple of weeks is Sean Murray and Barry Coffey. How much have they benefited from not only that, but the relationship that they built along with Greg together, and that the run of games that they've probably not had as a whole from the start of the season?
Yeah, I just think as well, it's probably coinciding with us being together longer as a group, understanding more, we're getting into better positions on the pitch. We're making teams defend. When teams are sitting back, we're getting into areas that we can probably affect the game a bit more, and it allows Muzz and Barry to get into the box and be effective. Barry's excellent at arriving into the box and picking up seconds, as you've seen for us. Obviously his first goal against Cork, he was in a great position, and the second one then he's in the middle of the 6-yard box as well. And similar to his goal against Wexford, where he arrived at the edge of the box and had a great finish as well. So I just think it's in regards to how we're playing, and the longer we're together as a group, and then the pitch is getting a little bit better. I think it's all sort of adding up to us being a little bit more happy and content with our performance overall.
Squad depth is probably a luxury that not every manager in this division has. That's something that's probably really driving standards and training. Now, you spoke of the fact that it's just kind of Malik and Jack to come back. I don't think you're too far off having kind of two players in every position kind of vying for that starting 11 spot. How good is that, and how is it driving standards within the group?
That's it. You need a competitive edge. You need a competitive edge for every position, and complacency isn't good at all when people think they can go out to the pitch, and no matter how they perform, they'll be playing the next game. I think we have a strong squad. Malik's obviously not featured this season yet. Matty Kiernan's now back running as well, so Matty's not going to be a million miles off, and he was excellent against Kerry first time out, and he brings that youthful side of things as well, and a competitive edge from probably from a position of no fear, and Malaby chomping at the bit to get back now and show what he can do. And he's looking very sharp and good in training. And then obviously adding Jack back in, who's still our top scorer, I think, even though he's only played 9 of the 15 games. So Jack is that goal threat and the quality in possession, and I think it's going to be very, very important, obviously, to be able to freshen things up and keep the squad competitive and sort of fresh for each game.
Yeah, it's definitely a luxury, but is it something that just provides a challenge for you and the rest of the management team to keep everybody happy when everybody is fit, going down the stretch, heading into the second half of the season now, when you have such a big squad and talented squad at that?
Yeah, but we've spoken to the group. There'll be games where we'll play different teams and or different personnel will play for certain games and won't in others, and irrespective, they could have a very, very good game on a Friday, and then the following Friday they might be starting, and I suppose it is a luxury to have, especially in this division. I've been in it with Drogheda, where we had a very good squad as well, but maybe the backup were really good young players. But we've got experience and we've got a lot of talented players throughout the whole squad. So but that's the challenge that you want. That's why you're a football manager. You want to be making these decisions, and I'd certainly rather be sitting here having to make decisions as opposed to 3 away when we had 13 players unavailable for a game. So I see it as a good thing.
I think Friday night we saw quite a lot of smiles on faces with the way the lads were playing on the pitch amongst themselves. Are you kind of seeing the good form now really come to fruition in training on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah, well, like today it got a bit heated and there's a few lads exchanging words, but you want that as well. You want that competitive edge, and you want the lads to drive the standards amongst themselves. And if anything, as a staff and a coaching group, we're sort of trying to pull the reins in on that a little bit as well. There's no harm in that. There's a competitive edge to training. There's standards and words get exchanged, and once we're respectful to each other, I think it's a healthy environment to be in. And I think the results of that, you'll see it on match nights when everything's going well for you and you get a few goals up, and then you can see some expansive football and lads trying things and it's coming off, and that's a good place to be in. But we only get to that place in the game based off the hard work and probably the effort off the ball when we don't have it, how quickly we're trying to get it back. So yeah, listen, at the minute it's a good place to be at, but we've got to keep driving and keep aiming to improve in every single game.
Perfect.